and there's a delay, which is super helpful. Um, hmm. Okay, well, I have no idea if you can hear me. um, all right, so I've been live for a minute. Okay, sounds fine. Thank you, Bob. Um, is there really a minute delay? Yeah, the picture's probably going to be fuzzy. Sorry. I'm on the road off I-5. I was trying to get it to another place to broadcast. The picture's probably fuzzy because I've got like bright light that's washing out behind me. So, but yeah. So today I was camping in loose terms. I mean, I'm living out of a van, so it's not really like camping necessarily. Um, uh, in Silver Falls, Oregon. It's a Oregon State Park, and um, it was yeah, uh, it was pretty beautiful, and it rained a bunch last night, um, which meant that I found a few places that apparently are letting water in the van. um, If you don't know, there's a town outside of Silver Falls called Silverton. It is a fantastic place. So, or at least they've got a really cool downtown. And I have acquired a cough, which is not super great and makes for less beneficial guidance. So hopefully, here, I'm going to get one more cough drop. All right. So today's plan didn't go quite the way I was expecting. Yes, new pollen, 100%. I think it's pollen, and then I live in Arizona where Saban lives, and it's I'm not used to. I have allergies, and I'm not used to managing them, so I let them get untenable. So, but so I'm here in a borrowed Sprinter van. So real quick, um, and yeah. So and then if you don't follow, yes, is 100% Maureen's right. A test of equanimity. Um, but I've been posting pictures on Instagram. You can follow me on Leonard's Lenards. Um, and it's I've been posting pictures from each day. I'll post some stuff from the falls. I went to the upper falls, and then the lower falls. The trail was all washed out, so you couldn't get to it. So that was kind of a crazy thing. So um, and I don't know if YouTube is like goofing up, but it says there's 32 people here. Is that true? Oh, okay. Oh, 37. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's crazy. Um, yeah, I'm not sure where everybody came from, but thanks for showing up. So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew. I'm a certified mindfulness meditation coach. Most folks will know me as the sometimes moderator, or most times moderator, sometimes guest host of the Do Nothing Project when it was hosted on YouTube. And so, what are we going to do? The plan for May was to use our deck of practices and do that. And I have totally botched that because I did not bring the deck with me. So so that is not the plan for today. And then I'm doing it off my phone because I knew I was going to be mobile somewhere. So we're going to do 25-minute sit. And then today I'm thinking that we're just going to do a do nothing sit for the whole 25 minutes. So usually we do a practice where we contrast a technique, some technique that has been picked randomly sometimes, with doing nothing, and at the end, like 5 to 6 minutes. Sometimes I start us off a little bit early, um, and so today uh, I'm realizing how much when you're doing I've camped a lot with I've camped prior to having a travel trailer with my partner, and when my partner and I were out doing travel trailer stuff, there's always kind of something going on. Like there's always some problems. Um, and I'm now realizing that, van life is some variation of that. With a little bit of a caveat of like, look for showers at truck stops and all sorts of other things. Um, I'm learning that apparently most Walmart parking lots have no overnight parking. They've all been upgraded to have those signs now, which I always thought you could like crash at a Walmart parking lot, but apparently that's not the case anymore. So that's news to me. But yeah. So we're gonna to set us up for this. We're gonna do nothing, which is oh, interesting. Okay. I'm in an area where I'm not supposed to be parking, so we'll see if anybody comes and knocks on the van, but we'll find out. I'm sure it'll be okay. Uh, but so with do nothing, our technique, we let go of any intention to control our attention, and we just sit. And another way of thinking about this is from the Joseph Goldstein framing of this is sitting and knowing that you're sitting. And then the other thing is to call out how natural the knowing is, that you ultimately don't need to do anything to know that you're sitting. So I'm selfishly picking this because it means I have to talk less. So so that is another thing. So if you're wondering why did I pick this, that's part of it. Is that I know then if I talk less, I won't be coughing the whole time. So um, but yeah. So that's that. So I don't have a bell. I'll have to remember to bring a bell in the future. And apologies for the cough. Um, and again, we're going to sit for 25 minutes. So we'll start with the state for the natural curvature of the spine. Sometimes you can adjust, if you adjust your feet so that your knees can be level with your hips if you're sitting on a chair, or that's the one little trick that you can try. And then, of course, you could be seated on a cushion. And apologies for my cough. And then just kind of getting a chance to take a sample of what it's like to you right now, or like what is the mind body complex like at the moment. So I'm like filled with regret because I didn't plan very well, and I thought I was going to be able to find a spot in the trailer RV parking at this truck stop, and that wasn't a thing. And so my mind is still racing from all of that. My inner critic has lots of opinions about how everything has come together. I'm not trying to shut up that, just acknowledging that's present. So even though I would love to put a sock in the inner critic's mouth and put him off to the side, not doing that. like it was mentioned, this is part of the equanimity test. And then if you can breathe through your nose, then a few deep breaths, slowing that breath down, sinking low into the belly. Extend that exhale. So if you can't breathe through your nose, one trick is to purse your lips like you're sucking through a straw. And that straw breathing, as it is called, can slow down your breath a bit, and you get a little bit of the benefits. Big benefits are really through breathing through the nose, but if you can't, that's one way to simulate it. And it might be, not necessarily true, but it might be that these breaths are kind of what clues the whole mind-body complex into settling down. It's usually these breaths get me to settle in for my sit. And then the instructions that I gave at the top, what we're doing nothing. So, and we're letting go of that, any intention to control our attention. I'm going to have to let go of the fact that I'm probably going to cough 10 or 15 times. And that's just what it's going to be like. And then I offer that sitting and knowing that you're sitting just because it really resonates with me. When we do a technique where we're doing being one pointed, or we're doing a noting practice, the noting can kind of highlight how we know where the attention is. And so there's an effortless quality to the knowing. So if we could make that knowing quality just this, I'm sitting and I know that even more foundational. And this is our technique, doing nothing. So I'll let you settle in with your nothing, and if I think there's anything that I'd offer as a cue that would be beneficial, I'll chime in. But if not, can settle in for the long haul. Our technique is do nothing halfway through. And if you feel like you're getting a little bit drowsy, you might take a few sort of strong or quick inhales through your nose. So leaning on the inhale and shortening the exhale gives you the enlivening breath, and the opposite of a sort of a 4-7 or so, 4 count inhale, 7 count exhale gives you a chilling out quality. So, and if you can't breathe through your nose, you can always do a little bit of the straw breathing that I talked about. if you're hearing my voice, that means the sit has come to an end, and maybe you're hearing the horn or the train whistle. Maybe may any merit generated in our practice together go to benefit all beings. May our actions benefit all beings. Thank you for your practice. Let's see. Okay, I think that was about 25 minutes. Oh wow, we were up to 18. That was strange. I wonder if thank you very much, Malaya. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, you're welcome, Scalane. Um, I'm not sure what the allergy medicine will do to me, so I don't want to take it while I have driving to go. So I don't know that I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yes, that is second truck stop meditation. Thank you for calling that out, Sheila. I was hoping that Ruth would be here because I know Ruth really enjoyed the first truck stop. Um, oh yeah, you're super welcome, Paul. I actually feel like being sick maybe is the best opportunity to practice, just because you don't want to so much. I think when you practice when you're sick, that is a really great way to reinforce that you practice whenever you always practice kind of a thing. Um, and then Maureen was right. This was huge equanimity test. So, but yeah, I don't. I'm headed to. I think it's Umpqua. Umpqua Lighthouse Park, and it's on the coast. It's as far west as I'm going to get in this trip, and then I'm going to have to figure out kind of like how I loop my way back to Pendleton. That's the next thing. So, can I do that, Andrew? What? Which part is this? What was the question? I'm sorry, Paul. What was the question? Oh, recommend going back in. Oh yeah, I'm too far from Silverton now, Saban. I should have gone back in and stayed the night in one of the hotels. That would have probably been a smart move. Um yeah, thank you, Deborah. Uh no, I'm in Coburg, which apparently has a historic downtown. Um but yeah, Umpqua Lighthouse looks really cool, and it's an opportunity for me to get to the coast. Um, so that was kind of off limits, or I wasn't planning on making it there. So, oh yeah, I'm definitely interesting, huh? Yeah, I've got like I can feel the chest congestion, so hopefully I'll be able to um clear that out here. But so okay, so I got to or I got to trade text messages. Thank you, Gabrielle, or you're welcome, Gabrielle. Thank you for being here. I got to trade a few text messages with Jeff just before he went into his meditation retreat for Hollyhock. So he's in his meditation retreat for Hollyhock. I assume he's going to be able to do it on Sunday because I never got asked to do it, and I'm flying. So yes, I was warm in the camper actually. There is a heat system in here that I could turn on too, which is pretty cool. Um, but I haven't had to. Um, but yeah, so I mean, it's almost an RV. Very very close to being like kind of an RV. what was I going to say? So next week I'll be back home, and the week after I'll be home, and then I think I'm going to potentially be on the road. So we'll see. So I may be on the road most of June, but I'll find a way to either do this from wherever I am or wherever I'm kind of crashing at the time. Um, but yeah, so right now the plan, assuming everything goes well, the van has to go in for some maintenance, which if that doesn't go well, could change my plans for June. But but right now the plan for June is to be out on the road. This is like kind of a test, like a shakedown test of like, could I actually do this? Because I wasn't really quite sure I could. Um, so yeah, so more on that. If you're intrigued by all of the random weirdness that I'm doing at the moment, you can go to, and you are okay with using Instagram. um, Go to Instagram and look for my handle. It's Lenards. That's my personal Instagram, and you can see pictures from the first 2 days, and then there'll be pictures going up of today, day three, once I get to the lighthouse, which will be, I think, in about 2.5 hours, maybe. We'll see. So yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you being here on the regular on Wednesdays. So it's cool, and I really appreciate everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Hello to the folks that dial in afterwards from Australia and all points in between. Um, yeah. Bye, all. I think, let's see. I'm in the spot now where I'm like Jeff, where I'm like trying to figure out how do I turn this off. Yes. All right. Bye.